उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे हे तव शुभाशिष माहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे நீராத நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கனமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறப்பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனகே தமிழனகே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்த செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
We humbly request all our dignitaries to kindly take your respective seats. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now listen to the rendition of Mahakavi Subramania Bharatiyar's patriotic song, Parukulle Nalla Nadu Nam.
Parukulle Nalla Nadu Parukulle Nalla Nadu Engal Bharata Nadu Inda Parukulle Nalla Nadu ஞானத்திலே பரமோன ஞானத்திலே பரமோனத்திலே உயர் மானத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே ஞானத்திலே பரமோனத்திலே உயர் மானத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த கவிதையிலே உயர் நாடு கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த கவிதையிலே உயர் நாடு இந்த பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே நெஞ்சில் ஈரத்திலே உபகாரே தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே நெஞ்சில் ஈரத்திலே உபகாரத்திலே சாரத்திலே மிக சாஸ்திரம் கண்டு தருவதிலே உயர் நாடு சாரத்திலே மிக சாஸ்திரம் கண்டு தருவதிலே உயர் நாடு இந்த நல்ல நாடு பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு.
Thank you. We now humbly request the respected Principal Secretary to the Honorable Governor, Thiruvar Kirloch Kumar IAS, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, everybody. It is my honor and privilege to welcome the Honorable Governor to the valedictory session. Sir, your vision, guidance, and continued support have been an inspiration to the academic community. We thank you for guiding us throughout this conference. Over the past 2 days, we have witnessed a truly enriching and productive exchange of ideas. The conference brought together the brightest minds to deliberate on a wide range of topics concerning the future of higher education. From the implementation of the National Education Policy to innovations in curriculum design, digital transformation, research excellence, and inclusivity in education. Each session was marked by thoughtful dialogue, constructive debate, and a shared vision for academic progress. Let me once again express my heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Governor, all our distinguished participants, officials and staff of Raj Bhavan, officers and staff of Public Works Department and District Administration who have contributed to the success of this conference. With these words, I once again welcome you all to this valedictory session. Nandri Vanakkam.
The two-day conference on various topics had given a lot of astute openings and new findings, and we call upon Professor M. Krishnan, Vice Chancellor, Central University of Tamil Nadu, to deliver his feedback.
Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Principal Secretary, my colleagues in front of me, and that press reporters, media friends. I am so happy to stand before you to give the feedback, but I don't know that what word I can say thanks to the Governor and Chancellor of Tamil Nadu for arranging such a wonderful conference to give that lot of ideas to all our colleagues for giving the wonderful ideas. But I am really blessed. Why? Because 2 years back, we were implementing the NEP in Central University of Tamil Nadu. We are the one actually started to inaugurate the NEP 2020 in Central University of Tamil Nadu with the leadership of our Governor of Tamil Nadu. That blessing is going on with us. Why end up that NEP 2020 be implemented in Central University of Tamil Nadu? You can talk about multidisciplinary or exit re-entry, or if you want to give that credit framework, ABC, whatever you want to say, that it already implemented. This year, we are going to implement 4 years UG program with honors, and also I'm telling that somebody should start with the blessings. That is going on in our Central University, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And if you are seeing that, one thing I can observe that Chancellor, wherever he is going, he is pick up that the best speakers. What we have to give back to that academic society. That's a way. All the speakers are very there. We have done something great in Central University of Tamil Nadu. After seeing the talk, particularly my colleague from Banaras University, how very keen on bringing the finance in that university, how to improve that finance of that university. Sir, thank you very much, sir, for giving wonderful ideas for us. Like that, start from that. I feel wonder how I think that our vice we gone through almost all the aspect what we are looking for NAC. Starts from that credit framework, how to admit the student, how your teacher should be, how you have to do the research, and how the research is going to that society. And finally, he conclude that how his work governance should do that to take all things to that improve the university. Sir, really we wonder that such a in Delhi, you, because of you, the affection what Vice President is having on you, he really present here and give a talk on that, complete the pathway of how the university should go for that vision 2047. That's the way he completed. So thankful to sir, to bring that Vice President of India to have that such a wonderful gathering here, and also what you called wonderful group photograph with the Vice President of India. Sir, Central University of Tamil Nadu, of course, I don't know how many of you people visited. It started with one faculty member, 4 students in 2009. But today, we have 4,000 students with 185 permanent qualified faculty members in our university. So why I am telling that? It's possible. If proper guidance from Government of India, particularly Ministry of Education, under the guidance from the Governor of Tamil Nadu, Chancellor of Tamil Nadu, I have done wonderful work for that, the Central University of Tamil Nadu. Within the very short period, we got A+ in the NAC, NARF ranking last 3 years. Why I am telling that? That is very important. Because when you are getting the NAC grade and also NARF ranking, Then only you can get the project like DST. Even the last presentation, the spoke universities are joining together to bring near about 100 crores. We are the one among the university, got the spoke university to got that 100 crores for doing that or group research in the universities. So that's the way we are going, sir. Sir, I don't know, say, can I say thanks to you? It's not possible, sir. I can give my soul to you, sir, to bring such a wonderful things to us. We have to do a lot of things. Even I have 1 year, sir. I can do a lot of things by your the guidance what they had given the colleagues with the different topics. And our Dr. Sood, who is that what you called as the scientific advice of Prime Minister of India. I think these are the things that definitely we can't get it from anywhere as a data. So wonderful, data we got it. It's really, it will help to us, university. So these are the academic side. Another side, I don't know how to say thanks to my principal secretary and deputy secretary and all that members working on Raj Bhavan. How many calls we got it? How you are coming? Have you got the hotel? How you are reaching? You don't have any problem. Such a hospitality. We have to thank that office for giving a wonderful thing, particularly the mentor, right? See, timing. She will tell that very politely. So time is this one. You have to complete only 2 or 3 questions. Such a way, everything went on very well. And hospitality in the Raj Bhavan. Even the boy putting the water. What a waste he is doing. Sir, really we are appreciate how you are keeping the Raj Bhavan in Ooty. And also we have that in Chennai, but a similar thing is going on. I think all my colleagues accepted. It's really fortunate to us to participate in this wonderful workshop, or I can say conference. Really thankful to one and all for giving that such a wonderful opportunity for me. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now request Dr. Bharati Harishankar, Vice Chancellor, Avinashalingam University, to share her valuable feedback and insights on the today conference.
Honorable Governor Chancellor, fellow Vice Chancellors, team at Raj Bhavan, I join Professor Krishnan in placing on record our very sincere gratitude to you that instead of merely stopping to thank you, I thought it would be useful for all of us to recollect how these conferences have gone. Over the last few years, this has become an annual feature that all of us have looked forward to, and an annual feature where we have come, got rejuvenated, and moved back. And the next time we came, we felt it was like an introspective check on how far have I gone with my own institution. A quick recap. If you look at how we started these annual series of conferences that Honorable Chancellor, Governor Chancellor has organized so far, we would notice that the first time we came, all of us came with apprehensions about NEP. I mean, just that acronym, we came with a lot of apprehensions. And Professor Bhattacharya and I, we were discussing how when we broke into groups and started brainstorming, we told each other, it is not really that difficult. So, I have this best practice to share, and probably I borrowed a best practice from another institution. Following that, the subsequent conferences, we went into different aspects of the national education policy, while at the same time, I don't know if you all remember, so I'm just bringing it to your memory, a little memory cue for you. We started thinking not about NEP or a national credit framework as a to-do checklist. We moved beyond that. We started asking ourselves, what is my institution? Where is it positioned? And as academic leader, where do I want it to be positioned? So suddenly, we started taking all those cues from policies and frameworks and started looking at the best way to bring it into our own institutions. So that is why today Professor Krishnan has been able to list out and we have achieved. And I'm sure all of us will have our own little list of things, our own little best practices that we have brought in. As far as this conference is concerned, my contextualization for the entire conference is based on two statements, one made by our Honorable Governor and the other by our Honorable Governor brought to our focus two aspects. One is, we keep talking about aspirations, but have we ever started thinking about what levels of aspirations we need to have? I'm sure none of us thought about levels of aspiration. We only said there is an aspiration, there is a goal, I want to. So thanks for bringing that to light, because now we will be very, very attentive to what level of aspirations we have and what levels of aspiration we are able to achieve. Parallel concept that this is a continuing theme, if my colleagues will recall. He has been mentioning this over all the annual conferences where we have met, where he has repeatedly emphasized why academia cannot operate in silos, be it with other academic institutions or with industry or with policy making. So in a certain sense, this breaking out of silos is a very valuable concept that Honorable Governor has been emphasizing. And believe me, I think each of us have now become very careful about identifying the silos we operate with. I'm not sure whether we have broken the silos, sir, but we are certainly aware that we are operating in silos and we should not be. As far as Honorable Vice President's address is concerned, I mean, someone pointed out yesterday that I was busy taking when Honorable Vice President spoke. The reason is, the very first thought he put forward to us was positivity and affirmation, irrespective of the situation we are in. As academic leaders, we have all been told about goals, about reaching those goals, probably, and we keep talking about affirmation, but the way Honorable Vice President put it forward, it was like, do not let situations dictate what your response is going to be. And for me, as an academic leader, whether you're an academic leader for a small or a large institution, are we reacting to situations? Are we responding to situations? Even when we respond, how much of affirmation do we bring into our responses? And that takeaway, in a real sense, set the tenor of how we need to move forward. The other very important aspect which I thought we should bring back to mind is how these conferences are crucibles of thought exchanges, knowledge exchanges. And each one of us, I can tell you, sir, we always come back to these conferences because we know there will be new takeaways. The third aspect that struck me from the Vice President's speech is define our trajectory of growth. See, very often as educational administrators, we get carried away by the ranking, the classification, comparing ourselves with others, and veritably creating a rat race. But when Honorable Vice President said, please define your own trajectory, in fact, my set of points I put next to that thought is, have I defined where my institution was, where my institution is, and where I look forward to take my institution? But in all these, there is a thread of connectivity, a thread of legacy. We may call it tradition. So we cannot always break traditions to move forward. We need to keep the tradition and still see how our future is defined. So that certainly is a takeaway that we cannot really forget at any point in time. It is at this point I recall the presentation that was made in last year's VC's conference on creating institutional development plans by Professor Vaidya Subramanian. The reason why I was reminded of it is we did speak about National Credit Framework, institutional development plans, curriculum redesigning in the previous conference as well. But when we spoke about those in this conference, what I noticed was we are not starting it from the same point. We have moved on. So that is why we are now looking at AI, we are looking at innovation, rehabilitation. We are looking at universities as a very large knowledge hub. And for me, it is an organic web of connections that our institutions can move forward with. So ultimately, how are we going to take these very kaleidoscopic views that we have got regarding where, as academic leaders, as change makers, we want to contribute to Indian higher education? One would be to say, yes, I don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. I can take the best practices, move forward. But on the other hand, I would also like to draw your attention to the fact that, yes, each of us are learning. So being a vice chancellor, being an academic leader is not a position, a tenure that we hold, but it is in fact a new learning experience. And all I can tell you, sir, is every time we have come here, we have learned something new, and we look forward to more opportunities in our trajectory of learning so that we avoid the mistakes that our colleagues have done. We take new risks, come back with more knowledge sharing, experience sharing. On that note, thank you all. Thank you so much, sir, for this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. We now request Dr. Badrinath, Dean Corporate Relations and Extension Activities, Shastra University, to share his valuable feedback on the two-day session.
Dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Governor Chancellor, respected Principal Secretary to the Governor, esteemed Vice Chancellors on the stage, other academic leaders from various universities of Tamil Nadu, officials from Raj Bhavan, and also the friends from print and electronic media. Good evening to all of you. At the outset, let me thank the Honorable Governor Chancellor of Tamil Nadu for giving me an opportunity to share the feedback about this 2 days conference. Also, I thank my Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vaidya Subramaniam Shastra, for giving me this forum. Sir, this, as it was mentioned by the two Vice Chancellors who spoke before me, all the 8 topics that we discussed yesterday and today very been carefully being chosen, very pertinent topics which are very much essential for our current situation for the higher education institutions, like vocationalization of education, how to build the capacity and providing skilling to our youth, and how to embrace the emerging new artificial intelligence, new technology. What is the importance of innovation and entrepreneurship in our higher education system? And I'm really surprised when yesterday's last speaker spoke about rehabilitation education, which none of us not having big knowledge about the subject, but we understood how relevant to this country and how universities can include in their curriculum, and fostering academic collaboration. As it was mentioned by all the speakers, we were all now working in silos. Collaborate for the overall betterment of the individual institution as well as for the country, capacity building of faculty and students, financial management of the universities, research and in science and technology. All the 8 topics were very carefully chosen, and thanks to our governor for selecting that wonderful topics. Not only the topics, the selection of resource person also. Very wonderful resource persons with a very rich experience came and shared their knowledge with all of us. Followed by all the presentation, we had a very fruitful deliberations also. This hall is having a collective wisdom of around 800 to 900 years. Each dean, director, vice chancellor having minimum 25 to 30 years of experience. So this hall is having collective experience of more than 700, 800 years of experience. So those people were sharing their knowledge during the program as well as during the breaks also. We were having a networking discussion also. So overall, it was a very excellent program that we are taking a lot of things with us when we go back. And I believe sincerely that the very objective of the conference with which our conference, I mean, our governor has planned, has really being achieved. And I'm also very sure that whatever the ideas sown by the experts in our mind, it will germinate as a very big banyan tree over the period of time also. We all know, the members of here, the academic leaders who are here, that we are all very big challenge now. What we have not seen in last 20, 30 years in our academic journey. Now we are facing some very special challenges. The emergence of new technologies, on the one hand, very, very important for development of the future. At the same time, these new challenges also posing a lot of challenges for the academia also. The new technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, or AR, VR, DL, ML, digital transformations, all are posing a new challenge, which makes us curriculum. We no longer can teach what we taught for the last 20, 30 years. We cannot teach, students are not ready to listen also. And moreover, the curriculum changes are very much required. It is not that those days we used to have 3-4 years one syllabus revision. Now every 6 months itself is a late. So much so is the requirement of revision of curriculum is required. Innovative pedagogy. My colleague was asking yesterday or today with one of the resource person. See, students' attention span in the classrooms have drastically take the attention of the students in the classroom, how to make them to concentrate on learning. These are all the new challenges that the current day teachers we are all facing. And meeting the growing expectation of the students, parents, society, and the industry also. See, I am the Dean of Corporate Relation and Campus Placement at Shastra University. For the last 20 years, I have placed more than 40,000 plus students in 1,600 plus Indian multinational companies up to 45 to 50 lakh salary package. I know what the employers were asking. Year on year, I'm seeing the last 20 years. The recent past, post-corona and all, the expectation of the industry has gone very, very high. Gone are the days before corona. Even I placed 1,756 students from my campus in a single company in Tata Consultancy Services, in a single company in 48 hours. But the IT companies, which hold the key of India's placements, and we in the placement circle used to say an acronym called the Switch Company. Switch means S stands for Satyam, W for Wipro, C for Cognizant, S for HCL. That Switch companies of India, the IT companies, they hold the switch of Indian placements. They used to hire in thousands from each campuses, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. But post-corona period, now their requirement has come down to 1/10 of the past requirement. The institutions which took 1,500 are now taking 150, only 100, 150 as 3-digit number has become a big challenge for us in the placement circle. So we are all having a worry, the placement officers, I represent here, that we all have a new worry about how to secure placement for our students. because the industries are expecting industry-ready students are required. They don't want to spend time on training program. They want students to be immediately deployed in the projects. So our challenge is that now to prepare industry-ready people, highly skilled students have to be prepared from our portals. So these are all the emerging challenges. As was mentioned in the morning speaker also, 60% of the current job market will not be there by 2030, in another 5 years' time. So how are we going to meet these challenges? All these things, under these circumstances only, now we are having this conference, the deliberations made, the ideas suggested given by resource people are really very, very beneficial to all the people who are here, who are present in the program. And India is the biggest problem is about the skilling of the people. The skilled people are not available in the market. So once the famous Nani Palkiwala has said that, but we have only unemployables in this country. The employers are giving feedback. Every day I used to collect feedback from them, and they are saying that students are lacking either hard skill or a soft skill, or both the skills they are not having. So hardly 10 to 25% of the students are only industry ready and skilled people available for the industry to recruit. So under this backdrop, this kind of conferences, this kind of deliberations are very, very essential for us to update, but also to exchange our ideas and thoughts among us. So really, we are very, very thankful to our Honorable Governor Chancellor for organizing this program. As I am in this industry academia for the last 40 years, let me honestly accept on stage that I have not seen such a governor that who is always giving a topmost priority for education, culture, language, everything for the Tamil Nadu. So really, we are all very, very happy to see a dynamic, visionary leader as our Chancellor also. So I, on behalf of the community, would like to salute the governor, thank the governor for all the efforts that he is trying to make it. I know at the national level, the new educational policy and other new policies have been being brought by our Prime Minister called Viksit Bharat and other things. Similarly, like Viksit Bharat, I know our Tamil Nadu governor want வளர்ச்சி அடைந்த தமிழ்நாடு பார்க்கணும்னு அவரும் ஆசைப்படுறான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். So அந்த விதத்துல, see, we have dynamic leaders at the national level and state level also. Under their leadership, I am very sure. Morning, one of the Dr. Bhaskaramut sir spoke about creating a knowledge hub. So Tamil Nadu should be converted to be created as a knowledge hub of India and even South Asia. I can say that it's all possible if all of us cooperate and work together along with the dynamic leadership of both at the national and state level. Definitely we can achieve. And with this, let me thank once again our Honorable Governor Chancellor and my Vice Chancellor also for giving me this opportunity. And I'm sure that I would like to assure the governor that whatever the vision that you have for this Tamil Nadu state, which will definitely one day or other we will all achieve. And all your good effort and all your hard work will never go waste. We, the people of Tamil Nadu, are watching, and we are very, very happy and thankful to you for all your great efforts and good efforts. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor Chancellor to present the certificates to all the dignitaries present here. We now request Professor M. Krishnan, Vice Chancellor, Central University of Tamil Nadu. The Honorable Governor Chancellor will now present the certificate. The Honorable Governor Chancellor will now present the certificate to Professor V. Bharati Harishankar, Vice Chancellor, Avinashi Lingam Institute of Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore. Dr. V. Badrinath, Dean, Corporate Relations and Extension Activities, Shanmuga Academy, Tanjavur, is receiving the certificate. We call upon Professor Dr. N. Panjanandam, Vice Chancellor, Gandhigram Rural Institute, Dindikal, who will receive the certificate from the Honorable Governor Chancellor. We welcome Professor V. Palanimuthu, Director, National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management. We call upon Professor Rajat Gupta, Vice Chancellor, Whaltech, Rangarajan, Dr. Shakuntala, Research and Development Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai, who will receive the certificate from the Honorable Governor Chancellor. We welcome Professor S.K. Bhattacharya, Vice Chancellor, Shivnada University, Chennai. We welcome Professor C. Muttamil Chelvan, Vice Chancellor, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Chengalpet. We welcome Dr. N. Malmurugan, Vice Chancellor, St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education and Research, Chennai, who will receive the certificate from the Honorable Governor Chancellor. We welcome Dr. V. Rajendran, Vice Chancellor, Academy of Maritime Education and Training, Chennai. We welcome Dr. Shajin Nargunam A., Professor, Vice Chancellor, Nurul Islam Center for Higher Education, Kanyakumari. S. Rudramurthy, License Officer, Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, Chennai, will receive the certificate from the Honorable Governor Chancellor. We welcome Dr. N. Kumaresan, Dean, Faculty Welfare, National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. We welcome Thiru A. Chidambaram, Registrar, Indian Institute of Information Technology, Design and Manufacturing, Kanchipuram. We welcome Dr. N. Rajini, Director, Academics, Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Higher Education, Virudhunagar. We welcome Dr. G. Yoganandan, Director, IQAC, Periyar University, Salem. We welcome Dr. P. Prakash, Director of Research, Periyar University, Salem. We welcome Professor Konda Srinivasa Rao, Controller of Examinations, Chandrasekharananda Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, Kanchipuram. We welcome Dr. L. Radhakrishnan, Registrar, Gandhigram Rural Institute, Dindigul. We welcome Dr. S. Shanmugasundaram, Registrar, National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management, Tanjavur. We welcome Dr. S. Ravi, Registrar, Karpagam Academy of Higher Education, Coimbatore. We welcome Dr. M. Sundaramari, Dean, Gandhigram Rural Institute, Dindigul. We welcome Professor S. Ravi, Dean, School of Social Sciences and Humanities, Central University of Tamil Nadu, Tiruvarur. We welcome Dr. K. Ramkumar, Associate Dean Academics, Shanmuga Arts, Science, Technology and Research Academy. We welcome Dr. Professor A. Kasi, Assistant Registrar, Savita Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences, Chennai. We welcome Dr. P. Shanmugasundaram, Dean, Wales Institute of Science, Technology and Advanced Studies, Chennai. We welcome Dr. A. Subramanian, Dean, Wales Institute of Science, Technology and Advanced Studies, Chennai. We welcome Dr. Arulmozhi Varman P., Professor, Center for Clean Environment, Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore. We welcome Dr. M. Silvarasu, Assistant Professor, Tamil Nadu Open University, Chennai. Dr. M. Silvarasu. Thank you, sir. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor Chancellor to deliver the valedictory.
Dignitaries on the dais, Professor M. Krishnan, Professor V. Bharati Harisankar, Dr. V. Badrinath, Thiru Kirlos Kumar, distinguished Vice Chancellors, eminent academicians, we are at the concluding hours of our 2 days conference. Usually, when someone thinks of Ooty, a beautiful hill station, one thinks of a tourist destination, one likes to come, relax, move around, have a good fun. But these 2 days have been pretty hectic for you all. Morning to evening, we were just deliberating on various issues in this closed hall, but there has been a churning. When we started this journey 4 years back in 2022, when we met, at the time I could see that it looked like it largely a gathering of strangers. Many people didn't know other. Some knew, but primarily because we were not meeting, we were not collaborating. Collaborating, of course, was not on the scene, but not even aware of who were the vice chancellors, who were the directors of other institutions. Perhaps some were not even aware of whether such and such institution does exist in our state. Today, I see it's a gathering of friends, new faces that do come, but generally, it is a familiar group of right thinking people who all wish good for the academic excellence, for the good of our youth, our students. Friends, our Honorable Vice President, called Vice Chancellor as the stewards of India's educational landscape. That's literally true, because each one of you are molding, shaping the life, the future of, the destiny of thousands and thousands and some couple of lakhs of students. And each of these students are our potential national asset. How they are shaped during their stay at our institutions, how capable they are once they come out, they pass out of the institution to face the real world challenge. That's a challenge that we all have. And our success depends on the success that we achieve in making our youth capable graduates who meet the world with confidence, the challenges of the world with confidence. Friends, ours is, we all say, a young country. We say we have demographic dividend. Perhaps we are the youngest large nation in the world. People say that under 35, we have 65% or so population. Now this demography, the young demography, to be a dividend, it's important that they are capable, they are skilled, they are confident, or else that can be a major source of liability as well. Our country, post-independence, unfortunately, we have seen painfully that there were many countries who were behind us. They left us behind. Perhaps we didn't do enough, our latent energy. I remember in 2000, in my visits to China, until 2008, Chinese officials, even in the Chinese academia, people used to swear by India's IT. They used to say, well, you are so ahead of us. We didn't know how silently they were working. They were aspiring to a goal with greater ambition. We know where they are today. Obviously, we didn't put in the desired effort. We all did our best. Perhaps I would not like to say the best, but we did, but not what we could have. And one reason that I found on coming to our state is our academias, our university, our higher educational institutions Mostly they were in silos. Our old inherited wisdom since thousands of years tells us when it says right from the time of Rig Veda, Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yantu Vishvata. Let the good ideas, good knowledge, good thoughts come from all. We know that the knowledge grows, multiplies when it meets other knowledge. In this session also, in these 2 days, we have also heard the resource persons talking about the value of collaboration. Collaboration. Today, bulk of knowledge is created. Bulk of research, the quality research, is created through collaboration. Most of the cutting edge researches in science and technology that is happening today in every field, the frontiers of science, is a product of collaboration. So collaboration is not only just a force multiplier, it creates new knowledge ecosystem, which takes us to a much. And then we thought, we must break the silos. We must create an enabling environment where leaders of academia, they come. It is entirely your call. We are only a facilitator. We only try to create an environment where you have a place where you meet, you discuss. Even the structure of the conference, it is not the Rajbhavan decides. We invite people and we work for a couple of months in advance to work out in collaboration with leaders of academia and industry, as well as policy. All these three sectors people, they meet. Of course, we are present there, and then we evolve the topics, the agenda for the conference. This year, every year we have been adding. 2022, we didn't talk about artificial intelligence. I remember very vividly, because then artificial intelligence was not something which was as pressing as it is now, just 3 years after. Nobody had talked about chat GTP and all those things. Nobody knew about it. Was not. It was somewhere there, but at least it was not in our consciousness. But today, it's so relevant that wherever you go, everyone is talking about art. A couple of days back, I was in Bombay for some other work, but I met the founder chancellor of the first AI university we have. It is the third in the world and first in our country. They have created, it is in private sector, of course, an AI university. The whole university only talks about artificial intelligence. The teachers, they have a 4-year degree course, industries. Such a seamless, such a productive collaboration between industry. And it is, in fact, even the curriculum is largely industry driven. They are the one who takes, these are the requirements. Even resource persons, quite a few of them are pulled from industry. It's a wonderful experiment. I was quite impressed. What I'm trying to say is artificial intelligence today has become so important. Besides other facets, which if addressed properly, it takes us to a higher level. We added one more, just by way of awareness. This is about career in rehabilitation. You know, in our country, estimated over 10 million people, especially the young, they are differently abled. My own sense is that it's underestimation. Perhaps we have more than that. There is a great scope. This is, our education is to serve the society. We all know about it. We have a large section of people, and the number is increasing year on year. We need qualified people, skilled people who should be able to not only just take care, but to train such people to lead a life, a dignified life. They are our citizens, not that they are from somewhere else. They are our citizens, they have a right and claim over all that our country has. But we have a huge scarcity of skilled people. Even awareness is so lacking. This has been haunting me for quite some time, but some time back, when I visited the NIPMED in Chennai, where they have wonderful facilities for persons who are addressing the issues of physically as well as intellectually differently abled children. And then I thought that they should be invited to talk to us, because we can think of, in our respective institutions, you can think of taking it to your academic council to take it as a career, as a course. Because there are in fact degree courses in it. Some of you might be already doing it. So we thought that this emerging problem that our society is facing, for which we do not have any satisfactory answer as yet, especially children if they have is the autistic. In fact, the data shows that almost more they try to commit suicide. They go through such a trauma. We need. So there is a lot of opportunities, career opportunities, if we can develop that. And this is an evolving area. People, they are coming to know more and more, mostly through trial and error. And it is a worldwide problem, but our problem as well. So we thought that we can have one session so that our leaders of academia, they will listen. If it just strikes you, some of you, you think it is worthwhile, you may like to take it up. The themes that we chose, and resource persons that came, they came from industry, they came from academia, they came also for the policy making ecosystem. And I think, as I could hear from the feedback, and I myself as a student was sitting behind, that is what I usually do, because it also helped me to equip myself, to acquaint myself, to know. Because for me also it is a learning experience. So I could definitely feel, and I'm happy to feel vindicated when the feedback comes that yes, it has been a useful session, useful conference. So essentially it is a win-win situation. We need to collaborate more. We need to break new frontiers, because what is the technology, the way it is transforming the world, the way it is transforming, I think it is difficult for any of us to predict how the world is going to be like 10 years hence. Some say it is difficult to predict what 5 years is, but at least even if it's 10 years. Frontiers of generative artificial intelligence, robotics. Now, there are people who are working on, institutions which are working on nanorobotics. Think of it. Nanorobotics, when you think of, if it develops in a concrete form, it comes, 10 to the power minus 9. That smallest 1/1000th of a meter. Suppose if someone is able to develop nanorobotics, I mean, its implications very difficult to imagine. United States of America, as you are aware, in the field of artificial intelligence, they have to launch the project, what they call, there's, what is that called? A star? Uh, a star tag. No, a star, they have launched a project, $500 billion project. It's ambitious. It's like they say that it's like a Manhattan project. They have decided that they must have a perpetual dominance in the field of artificial intelligence. And you know, when that anyone able to achieve with super intelligent machines taking care of things, with augmented intelligence to humans, developing the what do you call is the frontal cortex, the brain, developing that and augment the human brain so that it becomes super intelligent humans as well. Now, if that comes, all these and along with other these advanced, as I say, advanced robotics, intelligent machines, all kinds of organisms can be created. What kind of world it is going to be like? And that is likely to put those who are left behind in perpetual deficit. It will become a situation where the gap will be too. Let us break the barriers, both institutional barrier and both psychological barriers. Let us meet. I have often said that this conference is only a stimulus to bring. I have encouraged in the past also that this, all of you can decide among yourself. Maybe a smaller group can meet often. It is not necessarily that it has to be. This annual conference we will continue, but it has to be amplified. It has to be given more traction, more momentum. And that will lead to a greater collaboration. I'm sure when you go back, start working on within the new ideas, new thoughts, or new way of looking at things. You might be having the idea, you might be having the thought, but perhaps a new perspective is given to you, some of you, you start working on those lines. And then it will, when you start working on it, it will percolate down to the benefit of our youth. They are our future. Today, the nation has a goal, a definite goal. Goal is then the next less than 2.5 decades, by 2047, we must be a fully developed nation. And to be a fully developed nation, it means a lot. It is not a slogan. It needs a lot of hard work. It needs a lot of determination. It needs a lot of grit. It needs a lot of daring thinking, daring experiment. And we can see today the way we have exponentially we have started growing from nowhere. In many fields, we have reached where we are. In the field of science and technology, we have come up so well. In the field of a startup, we are forced to reckon with. In every field, in fact, we have started even the intellectual property. We have seen there is a quantum jump, but still we are way behind. Friends, the global IP index, intellectual property, China still has more than 45% of the global intellectual property is created in China. United States, 18%. Of course, they're qualitatively much higher. We have come from decimals to about 2 point something. We have made a jump. It is in a short time, it is a quantum jump, but we have to keep the jump on. That is why we have been insisting on our institutions to create more and more intellectual property. And you know, there's the process, the procedure for patenting has become much more simpler today. No, it was not till a few years back, it was so cumbersome. Today it is not. Today you can even, like Tatkal tickets that you take in train, you have even a fast track patenting system. Just a small amount of money is given and you get the patent process speeded up. So the nation's desire is to no more waiting, no more going slow. We have to leapfrog, we have to jump, we have to reach to our destination, to a fully developed nation by 2047. And it is you who are the steward of this transformation because you shape the destiny of our youth. Sure, you will be doing, you are very much conscious of, you don't need reminding. Just it happens to be that time once in a while we reflect, we take a pause and re-energize ourselves, recommit ourselves to our destination, reaffirm our faith in ourselves. The conference is primarily for that. And I think the conference has served the purpose and it will continue doing so in the years to come. I wish all of you, those who have come, all of you have come from different places because I know that none of you are local inhabitants of this place. I wish you a very safe and happy return to your institutions, to your home. Go back and start giving traction to the ideas which you have picked up from here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jai.
Thank you, sir. We now request the respected Deputy Secretary to the Honorable Governor Universities to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. The Conference of Vice Chancellors of State, Central and Private Universities of Tamil Nadu, organized annually by Raj Bhavan at Udagamandalam under the guidance of Honorable Governor, the Chancellor of Universities, serves as a platform for distinguished scholars and professionals from academia and industry, both come together and exchange valuable ideas and perspectives. Through engaging deliberations, the conference sheds lights on new opportunities, empowering educational institutions to stay ahead in the evolving competitive landscape. I express our sincere thanks and gratitude to our Honorable Governor for guiding us in the successful execution of this conference. I express my sincere thanks to the respected Principal Secretary to Honorable Governor for the guidance conduct of this conference. On behalf of Raj Bhavan, I wish to express our sincere thanks to the Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India, distinguished speakers of different sessions, Vice Chancellors from various state, central and private universities, directors of central institutions, registrars, deans and directors, faculty members who took part in the enlightening conference. Thank you all for your valuable contributions. Special thanks to the district administration of the district for their support. My sincere thanks to press and media friends for their wonderful coverage of the two-day event. I thank the officials and staff of Public Works Department, BSNL, for their technical assistance. I express my thanks to the officials and staff of Raj Bhavan for their invaluable assistance in facilitating the successful execution of this conference. Your support was instrumental in ensuring a seamless event. As we conclude this conference, we are confident that the ideas, collaborations, and outcomes on the deliberations will have a lasting impact on our institutions as a whole. Thank you once again for your presence, contributions, and commitment to the shape the future of the education. அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி.
Ladies and gentlemen, we humbly request all of you to rise up for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे बारी दादा जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय